Hey guys, here's your guys' help video going over these solving rational equations, all right? So, for number 1, now LCD, oh no, sorry, before that, A cannot be 0, okay? So we know A cannot be 0. The LCD of this, you guys, is 5A. So, we're going to multiply this whole thing by 5A. So, this times this, you guys, 5a's cancel, so all you're left with is a plus 1. 5a times this, you guys, the a's only cancel, so it's 5 times negative 1 for negative 5 equals 5a times 1, you guys, is just 5a. So we get a plus 1, a minus 4 equals 5a, and now you guys combine like terms, right? Or get variables on one side and constants on the other. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to subtract a from both sides. So we get negative 4 equals 4a and divide both sides by 4. So a is going to equals to negative 1, and we don't have to worry about the excluded, so that's going to be our final answer. Number 2, v can't be 0. The LCD is v squared, so I'm going to multiply the whole thing by v squared. This times this, the v squares cancel, so we just have 6v minus 6. This times this, you guys, the v squares cancel, so we just get plus 2. And this times this, you guys, the v squares cancel, so you guys just get equals 1. 6v minus 4, you guys, is equals to 1. Now again, get constants on one side and variables on the other. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides. 6v equals 5 and divide both by 6. v equals 5, 6. And again, that doesn't interfere with that, so we are perfectly fine. Number 3. So n cannot be 0, and the LCD, you guys, is v squared. So we're going to, not v squared, sorry, n squared. So what we're going to do is multiply the whole thing by n squared. This times this, n squares cancel, so we have 1. This times this, you guys. 1 n cancels from top and bottom, so we still have an n here, so n times 4 is 4n. And this times this, you guys, n squares cancel, so we just got a 3. So then solve for n, you guys. So I'm going to move my constants to go on the right-hand side and variables on the left. Divide both by 4. And n is equals to 1/2, because you guys can divide top and bottom by 2. So there's number 3. Number 4, multiply the whole thing by, okay, first, x can't be 0, and your guys' LCD is 5x to the second, so you're going to multiply the whole thing by 5x to the second. So this times this, you guys, 1x cancels from top and bottom. So we really have 5x times 4, which is 20x. 5x squared times x squared, you guys. The x squares cancel, so you guys have 5 times 1 for just plus 5. And 5x squared times this, you guys. The 5x squared cancel, so all you guys are left with is equals 1. So then solve for x, you guys. So subtract 1 to both sides. And then divide both sides by 20. So x is equals to, simplify this fraction, you guys, by dividing top and bottom by 4. Negative 1/5. Number 5. So k cannot be 0. The LCD, you guys, is 3k to the second. So multiply the entire thing by 3k to the second. The k to the seconds cancel here, multiply this together. K to the seconds cancel, so 3 times 1, you guys, is just 3. These multiply together, guys, so 3k to the second cancels, so we just have a 1. And this times this, you guys, 3k to the seconds cancel, so you guys just have k plus 5. Combine like terms and solve for k, you guys. So I'm going to subtract both sides by 6. We're going to get negative 3 equals k, which is basically k equals negative 3. Number 6. So number 6, you guys, x cannot be 0, and the LCD is x to the second, so multiply the whole thing by LCD. This times this, you guys, x to the seconds cancel, so you guys just have x minus 5. This times this, you guys, 1x cancels from top and bottom, so we have an x up top still, so x times 1 is just x. Equals, this times this, you guys, cancel an x from top and bottom, so x times 6, you guys, is 6x. Combine like terms, so we got 2x minus 5 equals 6x. So let's get variables on one side and constants on the other. I'm going to move my variables to be on the right hand side. So I'm going to move that 2x over. Negative 5 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And that means x equals negative 5 over 4. So now we're on number 7. So for number 7, you guys, so we can factor out this k. So we have k times k plus 6. So k cannot be 0 or negative 6. And the LCD, you guys, is k times k plus 6. So we're going to multiply the whole thing by k times k plus 6. This times this, you guys, the k's cancel, so we got 6 times k plus 6 from that one. This times this, you guys, these cancel, so you have a negative 1 equals this times this, you guys, the k's cancel, so you guys just got k plus 6. So let's distribute that. So we got 6k plus 36 minus 1 equals k plus 6. So we got 6k plus 35 equals k plus 6. And then let's move, because we are dealing, so let's move variables on one side and constants on the other. So I'm going to subtract k to both sides and subtract 35 from both sides. Because if we do that, we'll have variables on the left and constants on the right. Divide both by 5. And we're going to have k equals negative 29 all over 5. Let me just check that that's good. Number 7, yes it is. Okay, number 8. Now, it's a good idea to factor out this, you guys. So factor using x method, so that'd be n minus 6 times n plus 1. So n cannot be negative 1 or 6, and the LCD, you guys, is n minus 1 times n plus 1. So multiply the whole equation, you guys, by n minus 6 times n plus 1. So this times this, you guys, n plus 1's cancel, so you'll have 4 times n minus 6. This times this, you guys, n minus 6 cancel, n plus 1, so we just got a 1 up top. And then this times this, you guys, n minus 6 cancel, so we just got n plus 1. So distribute this, you guys, so we get 4n minus 24 plus 1 equals n plus 1. So combine like terms, we get 4n minus 23 equals n plus 1. So let's get variables on the left-hand side and constants to the right. Cancel, cancel. So we got 3n equals 24, and divide both by 3, so n is going to equals to 8. N is going to equals to 8. Okay. We have number 9. Well, I'll do the second video after shortly.